The moment the United States announced sweeping tariff hikes in April 2025, the world economy trembled. Headlines screamed of retaliation, markets jolted, and governments scrambled to respond. This was not a minor policy tweak, it was a direct strike at the arteries of global trade. And here is the shocking truth. While many expected the global economy to collapse under the weight of these disputes, it did something far stranger. It bent, it strained, but it did not break. Instead, resilience emerged in the very heart of conflict. Tonight, we are going to unravel how trade tensions reshaped the global economy, why resilience appeared where chaos was expected, and what this means for the fragile balance of power in 2026. Stay with me, because the story you are about to hear is not just about tariffs, it is about survival in a world addicted to trade. For the first 90 seconds, let's hold on to the tension. Imagine the scene. Washington announces tariffs on steel, semiconductors, and consumer goods. Beijing retaliates with duties on agriculture and rare earths. Brussels threatens countermeasures. Supply chains that took decades to build suddenly look vulnerable. Investors panic, currencies swing, and analysts predict a trade war that could shave entire points off global GDP. Yet, by the end of 2025, the global economy still posted growth of 2.7%. How is that possible? How can an economy under siege still expand? The answer lies in resilience, an invisible force that only reveals itself when tested. Now the drama intensifies. Tariffs are not just taxes, they are weapons. They raise costs, distort markets, and punish consumers. But they also trigger adaptation. Companies rerouted supply chains, nations sought new partners, and industries accelerated automation to offset higher costs. What looked like destruction became transformation. India deepened trade ties with Southeast Asia. Latin America expanded agricultural exports to fill gaps left by US-China disputes. Africa leveraged digital trade platforms to bypass traditional choke points. The world economy did not collapse, it reconfigured itself. And this reconfiguration, though painful, created resilience. But resilience is not free. Consumers paid higher prices, businesses absorbed shocks, and governments spent billions cushioning the blow. Inflation pressures returned in pockets, especially in food and energy, yet confidence did not vanish. Why? Because the global economy has learned to live with conflict. Trade disputes are no longer seen as fatal, they are seen as inevitable. And in that inevitability lies a strange stability. The system adapts, the players adjust, and growth continues, even if slower than before. Here is where the story grips tighter. The US tariffs were meant to protect domestic industries, but they also revealed the fragility of global interdependence. Nations realized how vulnerable they were to single points of failure. Rare earths, semiconductors, grain exports, each became a battlefield. And yet, instead of collapsing, the system diversified. This diversification is resilience in motion. It is messy, costly, but it is survival. And survival is the essence of economic history. Now let me speak directly to you. If you find this kind of deep, unflinching analysis valuable, if you want to understand not just the headlines but the hidden mechanics of global power, then consider subscribing. By joining this channel, you are not just watching, you are preparing yourself for the next shock, the next dispute, the next crisis. Hit that subscribe button now, because the next chapter is even more critical. Because here is the cliffhanger. Resilience in 2025 was real, but it is fragile. The OECD has already warned that beneath the surface lies debt, productivity stagnation, and systemic weakness. In our next episode, we will confront this directly. Fragile stability. Why debt and productivity could break the illusion of resilience. You will not want to miss this, because the story of 2026 may not be one of survival, but of reckoning. So remember this. Tariffs shook the world, disputes rattled markets, but resilience carried the system forward. The lesson is chilling yet inspiring. The global economy can survive conflict, but only for so long. The next test is already here. Stay tuned, stay prepared, and stay subscribed.